In the top stories, fire occurred at Four Seasons Resort on Nevis. 1,500 nurses in Guyana being trained to improve delivery of healthcare services, and California wildfire forces thousands to evacuate. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. I'm Scotty Hendrickson, nationally. A fire broke out at the Four Seasons Resort in Nevis on Tuesday night, which caused significant damage to the pro shop and fitness center on the resort. According to a statement, Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, said the main hotel, guest rooms, and villas were not damaged. He also stated that there were no reported injuries or loss of life. The resort also issued a statement which states that assessments are being conducted to determine the extent of the damages and develop a plan for the restoration of the facilities. The statement also said that the resort will remain open to its guests. The resort thanked the Fire Rescue Department and emergency services teams for their rapid response and efficient handling of the situation. Investigations are ongoing, and the cause of the fire has not yet been revealed. Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew issued a statement on the fire that destroyed sections of the Four Seasons Resort on Tuesday night. The Prime Minister expressed sadness and empathy towards the staff, guests, and CEO of the resort, Billy Cueto. He stated that he had dialogue with both the Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, and Mr. Cueto, and extends his full support and solidarity to the people and government of St. Kitts and Nevis. The Prime Minister also commended the firefighters and first responders who worked to extinguish the blaze and ensure the safety of everyone at the resort. He stated that he will be traveling to Nevis later today to see firsthand the extent of the damage at the resort. The Prime Minister concluded by encouraging citizens and residents to unite and offer support to those affected by this tragedy. Budget 2024 community consultations got underway on Tuesday night at the Lodge Otley's Community Center to hear the public's feedback on intended policies that will comprise the budget and ultimately the Sustainable Island State Agenda. The ZIZ agenda is based on the 17 UN's Sustainable Development Goals, which is the SKNLP administration in pursuing to position St. Kitts and Nevis more independently. Nercia Williams, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Environment and Climate Action, shared what the ZIZ looks like for the Federation.
While economic resources can contribute to progress in some of these areas, achieving the SDGs requires comprehensive and sustainable efforts that go beyond a one-time distribution of funds. Solutions often involve systemic changes, international cooperation, policy improvements, and long-term investments in various sectors. Achieving goals related to poverty and hunger may require investments in agricultural infrastructure, in education, in healthcare. Addressing climate action requires coordinated efforts to reduce emissions, transition to renewable energy, and adaptation to the impacts of climate change. Working our way to a sustainable island state means that regardless of your background, you are assured that you would receive fair treatment and a fair chance in life. This means taking the best possible care of our resources.
As the financial state of the country is paramount in this transition, Laverne Quealy, Senior Director in the Ministry of Finance, shared that the public debt has been shrinking.
Our debt service is also on a trend to be moderating at 1.6% from last year to 1.8% of GDP. This gives an indication that we'll be managing our debt obligations and how we contract debt. And so this bears out from the percentage rate. And most importantly, our popular statistic that is touted everywhere, our public sector debt to GDP ratio, which went down from 69.1% in 2021 to 63.2%, and we're expecting it to go below the benchmark, which is the standard of 60%, to 55.4% in 2023.
The consultations continue on Thursday at the Old Road Community Center at 6 p.m.